I wouldn't be bothering about all this, but I keep hearing reports from people saying that they can still hear the Bigfoots out here sometimes.
What is Bigfoot? A myth? A legend? A hoax? Or a real flesh and blood creature? What about the reported sightings of Bigfoot? They can't all be misidentified animals. And how is it that most Native American cultures have stories about Bigfoot? After 2 separate sightings of a Bigfoot type creature, I needed answers. I have now been researching Bigfoot for over 15 years, and I feel that my journey has just begun.
Hi, welcome back everybody. Today I'm back in Wadley, Alabama, in the area near the church where the Bigfoot was supposedly living back in the 70s. I wouldn't be bothering about all this, but I keep hearing reports from people saying that they can still hear the Bigfoots out here sometimes. So if there was a Bigfoot at one time, there may be still Bigfoot out here. So what I'm doing tonight, I'm going down a trail in these woods across the road from the church that all the Bigfoot sightings happened. And I'm going to set out a couple of trail cameras in various spots. And I'm going to sit out here the whole night and see if, well, we can't find something. I mean, if they were out here at one time, who's to say they're not still out here? But, that was my phone. But, yeah, I'm going to put the trail cameras out. Then I'm going to set up my listening post. And we're just going to pretty much just sit out here and listen tonight. I know in the past I have heard goats, bobcats, and even a mule or two who would get started late at night. So there's no telling what we're going to hear out here tonight. Hopefully, maybe we can get a Bigfoot. And so I'm going to get started on these trail cameras. Then I'm going to get back up toward the van and take it easy for a while and let things settle before it gets too dark. Catch back with you in a little bit. Okay, it is 8:30 at night. I just got through putting out the trail cameras. I know I did get a little late start, but you know, what you gonna do? But I've got the trail cameras set out. Now I'm just gonna set out the microphones, and I'm gonna see if we catch something. We got a lot of lightning here in the area right now and thunder. I hope it doesn't rain, because if it rains, that means I've got to roll up the windows on the van. If that happens, it's gonna be hot. I'm not gonna try to run the van and cool off the area with the air conditioner. That'd just be wasting gas. But if I have to, I'll leave and come back in the morning and pick up the trail cameras. But I want to stay out here as long as possible, hopefully till in the morning. I'm set up to do that tonight if it don't rain and it gets too hot. But now it's just a waiting game. I'll do a couple of walks through the woods tonight, and then I'll run some thermal. I got to get my phone hooked up on the charger so that the thermal's full. The phone's fully charged, so I can run the thermal for a little while tonight, and I plan on doing that. But let me get off this thing and get that going. And catch back with you in a little bit. Well, I'm going to do my first walkthrough after dark. I'll be doing this one with a camera to give you an idea of what it looks like out here. And then later on my next walkthrough, I'll be using the thermal. So let's get started on that. All right, here we go. I'm going to walk down through this trail right here to the creek. Look around there for a little bit. See what we see. And we're just going to come back and listen for a while. Hear the frogs on the pond. And there's one of my trail cameras. It's not going off, I don't know why. I had to get out here and check it. When I come back up, I will. All right. I'm not seeing anything, and I'm not really hearing anything other than the frogs and the crickets. But it ain't even 9 o'clock yet. That's one walk down tonight. Ain't seeing nothing. All right. Take a look at this trail camera. Must have shut off a while ago. She's running now. Let's go get to another one. Hopefully the next time I come down here I'll see the red light. Okay. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but that right there was a tree falling. And it is just across the highway from where I'm at. Well, we've got that trail right there. Here goes that tree again. I may have to get out here in the morning and see if I can't find that tree. It really didn't sound like it was on the other side of the road. Oh, one of my zip ties must have fell out of my pocket. All right, we're back out of there. I hope you was able to hear the tree falling. But I'm trying right now to get you an idea of where we are in reference to the stories of the Bigfoot that pretty much roamed around the Wadley area. If you've watched my other videos about it, the Bigfoot seemed to stay in a trade school building right behind the church. And now where I'm standing at right now, I can, there we go. See that light flashing over there? That's in the church yard right there. There's probably about 350 yards between me and that light right now. So that's how close we are to where the Bigfoot was supposedly living at one point. Now, like I said, a lot of people hadn't heard anything from that Bigfoot in a long time, but a lot of people say that they still hear the howls sometimes at night. And what I'm out here doing is I'm hoping to hear these howls and record them, whatever they are. And maybe I can figure out if it is a Bigfoot or if it's just something else. I have debunked several so far. One was bobcat, the other was an old mule. And for some reason he gets started in the night. But the mule started. And then every once in a while, even the cows get started late at night around here. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to debunk anything else that it might be, and hopefully catch a Bigfoot in a howl or something. That's what I'm out here doing. Now, if I happen to catch something on thermal, well, you know what? That's just a bonus. But I will be doing a thermal scan here in a little while. I'm letting my phone charge a little bit more before I plug up the thermal, because that thermal, it eats the battery. So I'm gonna let it charge up for a little while longer, and then I'm gonna do a scan with it, and I'll be back with you on that one. All right, we're looking for hot spots. We're going down the trail again. Of course, I'm looking off to the sides too. Both sides. Now, I really haven't heard anything since I heard that tree fall. Now, I'm not saying a Bigfoot done that, but I can't say one didn't get pushed over by a Bigfoot. A tree didn't get pushed over by a Bigfoot. All I know is that tree made a sound coming down. I have heard one growl, but it was so far off and low that I couldn't tell what it was. Up in the trees, off the trail. There is the trail right there. I don't see anything. When I do hear something, it's mostly dogs barking. Now, I did hear some coyotes a while ago, but they were far off. No threat. But you've got to understand, we're in a populated area right here, regardless of what happened here before. We're still in a populated area. So, people's gonna have dogs. Now, there is no moon tonight. Clouds have got anything that would be out covered up. So I am relying heavily on this thermal right now. And it's not picking up nothing. And right there is that trail camera in the center of the screen. And it's not working again. It should have done and went off. I don't know what's wrong with it. One thing, it's got a bug on the lens. I reckon I just had to get it out and check it out again. I had both of them working yesterday. Brand new batteries and everything. That is the curse of Bigfoot, I reckon. No electronics really want to work. But there is nothing on the thermal. Not even up in the trees. Let's walk here behind the pile. Yep. Don't think we got anything coming out tonight. Let's look at the ground here. Nope, nothing. Out through there. One more place I want to check. And the reason why I want to check this area right over here, it doesn't matter. Most of the time when I come down here and camp, I hear something through this little piece of woods right here between this little cleared out area that I'm walking in now and the highway. I can hear something walking through there every once in a while. And I do have a trail camera out there. But there is no hot spots tonight. Okay, it's a little, it's 12:42 right now, and there is nothing happening. It's finally cooled off a little bit. I think I'm gonna crawl in the van and take me a nap until daylight. I've got my 2 recorders recording right now, so if there's any sounds that come out in the night, I'll be able to find that and be able to put it on the video if there is any sounds. But yeah, there is really nothing happening out here tonight, so it's time to take a nap. I'll catch y'all in the morning. Well, good morning. It's 8:30 and I'm picking up these trail cameras. Once I do that, I'll pick up the recorders and all that, head toward the house and start listening to them. I don't think there was anything caught on them last night because, man, it got quiet. But, you know, we don't know till we test it. All right, y'all, it's this thing's over with for today. Got the cameras up, got the audio picked up. If there's anything on either one of those, I will put it at the end of the video, as I usually do. But it's time to get out of here before it gets so hot that I don't even want to empty the van after I get home. I got a cup of coffee waiting on me, and hopefully something to gnaw on. But we'll catch you on the next one. Y'all have a good one, and catch you later. Bye.